Hi everyone. As you may notice, the picture is a little different in this one, and hopefully the volume is a little different as well. I found that trying to tape out the computer, fixed the volume problem there, and things were a little bit better. But then trying to, mix that with the phone and everything else was a little difficult for trying to do any of these videos. So I've got a camera now, and hopefully it works a little bit better, and hopefully the volume's better, and hopefully the production quality is a little bit better. Again, no editing or anything like that. We're just doing this off the cuff, and we'll see what happens. Today we had talked a little bit last time about the 101 Whiskeys to Try Before You Die, this book right here. And so we tried two of the whiskeys from the fourth edition of the book. And fortunately or luckily, I was able to find another bottle that I had not tasted before. So I am now down to 12 remaining out of the 101 Whiskeys to Try Before You Die from edition number 4. So the whiskey that I found this time is called Glenglassaugh, and I apologize if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, because I probably am. But this whiskey is an interesting one. So this distillery was shut down for multiple years. It was from 1986 to 2008. It was just completely shut down, even though it had just been remodeled in the 1960s. And this is the first release in 2012 coming out of that distillery. It's called Revival. And so it was on the list, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And it's only about $45 to $50, depending on what area you're in, for this particular whiskey. And it's of course, it's a Highland single malt from Scotland. And I was well, we'll talk about it here in just a moment. But fortunately, I was able to find a bottle, so we'll give this a shot and see how it goes. Okay. First thing you need, of course, is a whiskey glass. Glencairn is perfect for any types of scotch. There's multiple other glasses out there, and we'll talk about some of those in a future video. As a matter of fact, my wife says I have way too many glasses. This one I actually just got the other day. This is from Sagamore Spirit, Sagamore Rye, right here in Baltimore. So I needed another glass because I broke one. Careful washing glasses. It's a bad thing, especially when your hands get slippery. You get the soap on there. The glass falls and maybe hits somebody's coffee cup, and that's the end of the glass. So I ended up having to go get another glass of a type I really like, not one necessarily for whiskey. And so I found this, and so it was actually perfect. So we're gonna take the glass, and we're gonna take some of this Glenglassaugh whiskey, and we're gonna pour some here. And honestly, I've actually already tried this, as you can tell from the bottle, but we're gonna talk about it here. So it's got a decent nose on it. Again, the Speysides tend to be some of my favorites. This is a Highland. I like some of the Highlands. Tomatin and a few others are very good. The nose is very nice on this one. I'm actually going to pull up the notes here because they're really nice. So you do get so the notes say sweet caramel with toffee, and you do get a little bit of that. And but what I get is definitely it's smooth. I definitely get some of the sherry notes that are in this. This one is matured in sherry casks, and you just can't go wrong. I don't know. I've got something about bourbon that's been aged in sherry casks, especially Oloroso casks. This one doesn't state Oloroso, it just says sherry, but there's just something about a bourbon that's been aged in a sherry cask. It just makes it incredible. But you definitely get that, and it's definitely sweeter. Definitely sweet on the nose, and tasting. Okay, yeah, definitely you get the sweetness in the tasting as well. And you do get that sherry. You just, I don't know what it is about a sherry cask that just makes whiskey so smooth. It just adds a beautiful flavor, usually toffee, caramels, those type of things. And just a slight hint of oak on the end. It really is, surprisingly. And again, at $45 to $50 bottle, it's just a surprisingly good Scotch. And again, I have an affinity for the sherry cask, I guess. But because that's what I tend to pick when we do whiskey tastings and those type of things, that tends to be my higher scoring ones. But I think this is very, very good. The finish, of course, is medium. You get a little bit of those mulling spices like you do with many whiskeys, and just a slight hint of that caramel. It really, really is a very, very nice whiskey, which is why some of it's gone now. But definitely Glenglassaugh. It's one that I never heard of. The distillery itself has an interesting story behind it. So as I said, it was resurrected in 2008. And then in 2012 they released Revival, and then it changed hands again after that. And right now there's a collective that is slowly trying to bring it back and to its former glory and greatness. So I'm hoping for big things out of this distillery as time progresses. So. Anyway, that's it. This is a short one. We're just talking about this one whiskey, 101 whiskeys to try before you die. As I mentioned before, definitely worth their purchase on Kindle. It's just a couple of bucks. 12 whiskeys is what I have left in that book. And again, there were 4 from the original edition 3. Well, I guess it wouldn't be the original, it was edition 3, wasn't it? So there were 2 before that. But from that, the one that I had first, there are 4 whiskeys that I just cannot find, and I've searched for them and I've looked for them and I can't find them anywhere. In this one, there's 12. I've just started slowly searching for those 12 that I haven't had yet. Some of them look like they're available from Whiskey Exchange or Masters of Malt. But it looks like they're going to be a little more difficult to find and track down. But I'm going to work on it. Fortunately, I know a couple of folks who live over in the UK right now, so that may be helpful in acquiring a couple of these. And we'll see what happens. I just wish, I think it's Masters of Malt that does not currently ship to the United States, and I'm hoping that changes in the near future, because it's a great website. They do dram pours of certain whiskeys, so you can just order a small dram if you're not ready to try the full thing. And that was an excellent experience, because back a while back they used to ship to the United States, and it really was an excellent experience, because you didn't have to buy a whole bottle. If you tried it, you liked it, then you get a bottle from them and have it shipped here to the United States. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well during this period of time, and hopefully the picture quality is good, hopefully the video quality, the audio quality is good, and it's nice to see you all, and have a great day. And here you go again for the bottle, Glenglassaugh. And again, my pronunciation was probably horrible, but definitely worth the $45 price. It's delicious, Glenglassaugh Revival.